Condors. Condors are on the verge of extinction. If I were to breed a flock of condors, you wouldn't have anything to say about it. Hey guys, Mike here with Prehistoric Magazine. Appreciate you watching my John Hammond impersonation, the lunch scene where he's talking about condors. Now, this is kind of an interesting video. Do we think that big theropod dinosaurs from the past may have in fact been very similar to modern day condors? Now, hear me out on this. Condors are pretty cool birds in their own right. 10-foot wingspan, 25 pounds. They're intimidating. They're a big animal if you've ever seen them at a zoo. I recently had a chance to see one at the Santa Barbara Zoo. Really spectacular, spared no expense. Sorry for that. But nonetheless, California condors, they're exclusively scavengers. They travel up to 150 miles eating anything from small game to even whales. I really didn't know that. And it was really fascinating to learn more about them and read about them. And it just made me think about, when we're looking at the prehistoric past, it's best to look at the modern day world to maybe try and understand what happened in the past. We have no way of going back. We have really a lot of things we have no way of knowing for certain, but looking to modern day animals, to the way they behave, may be a glimpse into the prehistoric past. And as stated, condors travel up to 150 miles. They serve a lot of ecological importance to the ecosystem, cleaning things up, dead and decaying meat, rotting carcasses. They eat it. They do all the dirty work. They're the garbage player on like a basketball team. They do all the dirty work that nobody would want to do. And their claws and their beaks, everything is designed for scavenging, pulling, tearing away meat, and moving on to the next dead meal. But something that really I took a lot from in the research was the idea that condors can even scavenge on whales and travel great distances to scavenge on giant whales. Now, picture a small family of theropod dinosaurs. It doesn't really matter who, but some theropods with some decent size to them. Picture them following a small herd of sauropods, harassing them, waiting for some to die, and then feasting on those sauropods, and always continually following these herds of animals, eating who died. Obviously, big herds of dinosaurs are moving around. You're going to have probably most likely plenty of healthy ones, but there are going to be some that fall sick due to illness, old age, and they're going to lose their life and eventually fall down and die. They're going to become a rotting carcass. And what if theropod dinosaurs from the past were the prehistoric version of modern day condors, doing all that dirty work, scavenging? Now, I myself like to think of theropod dinosaurs as opportunistic, meaning they hunted if needed. If needed, they would hunt. If there was a meal that would present itself, they would most definitely scavenge. If there was someone feasting on a meal and they had the ability to bully that smaller predator out of the way in order to feed on the carcass, I believe they would have done that. They would have used everything at their disposal. Everything at their disposal. Hunting, scavenging, possibly taking down prey, whatever it needed to be in order to live and survive. But nonetheless, this is an interesting food for thought video, and it brings us to the most important part of the video, your comments down in the comments section down below. Love to hear them. Do you think that theropod dinosaurs may have in fact shared some similarities with California condors, meaning they traveled great distances in order to scavenge? And think about a condor scavenging on something as giant as a whale. There's a big disparity in size. Did theropod dinosaurs do the same? Did they travel great distances? Perhaps their noses got a scent of a downed sauropod and they traveled great distances. So nonetheless, the comment section down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks and take care.